On today's show, we find out the real reason for the government shutdown, where we are on healthcare, and who is the real James Bond.
Yes, and Steve talks about his new musician crushes. And hey, Prince William isn't Harry. Duh.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. And as you can see, I broke out the summer clothes.
You did. I heard that you are actually comfortable weather.
We have great comfortable weather for the whole last week. It's like in the 70s. We're going to pay for this. I'm sure we're going to pay for this.
It won't be in the 70s even in my house for another couple months.
Because it's still winter. It's still officially winter, right?
That's correct. Well, you can see a picture behind me.
Well, yeah, by you, it's still snowy and wintry. But when does winter end?
Like March 21st?
March. Okay, yeah, March. So, yeah, we're nowhere near the end of winter.
No.
I'm loving every second of it.
Like a month and a half.
Right, I got to get out my suntan lotion or my sunburn lotion for me.
I'm looking forward to seeing you doing some golf things on your show.
Yeah, I'll be back out on the golf course. We're going to do Concord, Revere.
Cool.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun course to go do. So very excited about that. But my golf is getting better. Last time we were out, I shot a 90.
Cool.
From the resort tees. So.
Yeah, it's when I had my membership back in the day, I had gotten all the way down to 82 as my average.
Oh, when I was golfing and was young and in shape, I was like 2-3 over par.
Yeah.
Not today. Not even close. I'm getting better though. I'm a bogey golfer. Bogey golfer's not bad.
Yeah. I still got my gorilla swing. I just,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Here's the thing I don't understand. If I'm making an 18-foot putt, I have a really good chance of making it. If I'm making a 2-foot putt, I have a really good chance of not making it.
It's this 6 pounds right here.
But I don't understand.
4.6 pounds, I think. Is what your brain weighs.
All I know is that the farther away it is, the better chance of me dropping.
Yep.
During when we do the tournaments, I bet you I've won 5 times.
Really?
Longest putt. Because it's just insane.
Well, maybe because you're telling your brain that, it's a long putt and I'm going to make it. And when you're up short, you're like, I hope I don't miss.
Well,
all your brain hears is miss.
Yeah, part of it. But when it's a really long way, I always go first to teach the other guys how to do it because my putting's not so good, right?
It's called giving them the line.
Well, yeah, we call it going to school.
I'm teaching. Okay, yeah, going to school. I went to school on your putt.
They all stand behind me, and then I do the first putt.
Which I think is
that way they can see where it's, what to do. It's a tournament, so it's best ball. So, I do the putt, and if it's happy, it sinks. It's like freaking me out.
If it's happy and you know it.
And then, of course, if it's a 2-foot putt, I miss, and then they say, okay, that's easy. The next comes up right in the hole.
I know. Perfect. So we talked a little bit about the government shutdown.
Yes, we did.
And they turned the government back on. But I found out why they turned the government back on.
I'm curious. A
lot of people think it's for political reasons. It wasn't. It was not for political reasons.
Well, they were still getting paid, so I was really confused.
Right. And here's what happened. They went to the White House, not the White House, the Congressional Health Club. They have a congressional workout room.
Right.
And they have showers in there, and it's
like a country club.
Like a country club.
It's what it is.
Apparently, there weren't enough towels.
Why weren't there enough towels?
Because the government was shut down.
So the laundry crew was off of work.
Maybe. I'm guessing. So they could figure out how to get more towels. They turned the government back on. See, everybody thinks it's because of DACA and they're going to talk about immigration and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's not why. It's because when they were working out, they didn't have enough towels in the workout room. So they had enough towels. What the heck are they doing working out if the government's shut down? It's shut down. Get out. It's shut down. It's like
that's right. The health club should have been closed because that costs money to operate.
Thank you. So again, I'm calling bull.
Okay, with another 4-letter word after it.
Yeah, Dookie.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
But yeah, no, it's crazy. So government was shut down, but I heard that you found some other things are shut down over the weekend.
It's not necessarily, well, some are shut down and some are just not fully staffed and fully functional, and it actually causes problems. Let me explain how this all began.
Okay, everybody get your drinks ready. Sit back. Scott's going to tell us
a story. You know how stories go. It all started with a bad toothache on Thursday. Okay. I thought maybe because every once in a while with cold weather, I get a sensitive cold tooth.
Sure.
And when you have a cold sensitive tooth, you do get a headache and toothache. Okay. So I didn't think anything about it until on Friday, late afternoon. It was so bad, I actually broke out in a sweat from the pain. That's not good.
No.
So I picked up the phone and called my dentist. Surprise, nobody's there on Saturdays. Now that's weird. I work 7 days a week, so I find it weird when things are closed.
You and I both picked the wrong career, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
That's correct. So I decided to do some research to see if there was anything I can do to get me through the weekend until, Monday, right? That's when I started finding out some other information about the healthcare field in general. Hospitals, 24 hours, 7 days a week, right? Well, however, on the weekends, everything is on kind of like cruise mode. They don't plan any surgeries, nothing. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you know this, but Reader's Digest started publishing again, not just
online. They're not online. They're actually paper again.
They sent me a magazine because we were a former subscriber. Yep, I was a subscriber for probably 30 years.
Now that's the one that you had in the bathroom, right? That you'd read on the.
Correct. It was from the throne room library.
Okay.
So, and I was reading it same day. It's amazing that the same thing. Apparently, a woman had died of preeclampsia on the weekend, and she was a nurse, and her husband was a doctor.
Oh, wow.
And the doctor was saying, hey, this is a problem, but nobody was listening to him because the staff on the weekends are on cruise control. They don't have enough people. I don't want to say your top doctors have off because obviously they rotate.
Right.
But it's not fully staffed. And as
makes sense. So it's a 9 to 5 business Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, it's.
Yeah, but it's not really a 9 to 5 either. It's actually more like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Right.
It's really weird.
But yeah, so the staff that's there is there's no extra staff. Like they couldn't pull a doctor if something happened. Makes sense.
Correct.
It's not around.
Correct. I mean, there's obviously staff there, but it's not enough. And since they're stretched thin, things slipped past them, even though the husband, who was a doctor, was saying, hey, I think this is preeclampsia. And the guy said, no, it's just probably this, and apparently it's this huge issue in this country. We're for being one of the top industrialized countries in the world, we have some of the worst healthcare, which is
right. And I'm starting to see that more and more. More people are going in to see doctors and going into hospitals, and they're getting sicker. It's the old joke from Star Trek, which I'm sure you love. Like, when Chekhov falls and hits his head on a nuclear submarine.
Yes.
And they goes, oh my God, Jim, they're barbarians. Why are they going to cut him open to drain his, let me fix him. And he puts the little thing out.
Right. And the lady who's got kidney failure, and she gives her a pill.
Gives her a pill. It grew a new kidney.
Yes.
But what's going on with our healthcare? I don't know. Is it just us? Is it just something that Scott and I are noticing? Or
no, it's a lot of people are noticing.
Well, I just said you and me, but I want them to comment on the bottom if they're having these issues also, because I'm like, I don't get it.
Most other countries, the healthcare is 24/7, full staff.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yes. and they don't work. One of the biggest problems that I see, and it's understand, if you work a 12-hour shift, by the time you get past 10 hours, you're pretty tired.
Well, yeah, but doctors, that's their thing, right? That's their whole thing that they go, yeah, we work all these hours and our interns work all these hours. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe we should rethink that if you got somebody who's going to save your life.
That's right.
That
I want them fresh,
12th hour,
ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, they're not
tired and making mistakes.
Right. So that's crazy.
If the medical profession is supposed to be the most, we know how expensive it is to have anything done. Okay, so why are they short-staffed? They should have staff up the wazoo for how much they're charging for stuff.
That's a discussion for a whole nother show.
Well, that's true.
But that's because their overhead is so much.
Yeah.
The staff they have to have in place to cover their paperwork for the insurance companies.
Yep.
The malpractice insurance.
That's stupid.
Yeah. So I don't want to get into why we're the most litigious country in the world.
Yes.
We can't have
a subject similar to politics.
Because of that, we can't have cool game shows like in Japan.
Yes.
Because they'll sue them. They hurt people in those shows.
Yes.
They took the sidewalk out in front of this very expensive, exclusive restaurant in Japan, and they put a board in there. And then they greased the board.
Yep.
People who were going into this very expensive restaurant in tuxedos were slipping and evening gowns.
Evening gowns, yes.
Slipping and falling and into the mud on the sides that they put in place of the sidewalk.
Yes.
We could not do that.
No. Not even close. We could do that and then run.
Yeah, under an alien.
Yeah.
No, it was that. So we can't do that.
No.
But speaking of fun and new things.
We have fun and new things going on?
Fun and new things. I don't know which is correct. There's a couple stories out there. James Bond, 007.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Okay. So is Daniel Craig retiring?
I don't know because I really like him, of course.
Or is he staying? One article says he's staying. Another article says Harry Styles is going to be the next 007. Now, do you know who Harry Styles is?
I recognize the name, but I can't picture the face at the moment.
You ever hear of a band called One Direction?
Yes.
He's in One Direction. I mean, okay, I like him. He's funny. I've seen him on TV shows, do interviews and stuff like that, and he's funny.
Does he have the right accent?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to remember One Direction came off of the UK version of X Factor.
Okay.
So what happened was on X Factor, they get all these singers together.
Right.
And then Simon Cowell finds 4 singers or 5 singers that he said, okay, you guys are good. You're not good enough to make the show as individuals. You're not strong enough. But we're going to make you a group. So he did that with One Direction in the UK.
Right.
So they became One Direction. They made tons of money, more than anybody else on X Factor.
Well, sure.
Then here in the United States, he had a group. There's 5 girls called Fifth Harmony. But they had a couple other names before on the show. They were going through a few names before they got the Fifth Harmony on the show.
Right. And
Fifth Harmony is like made it really big, but now there's only 4 of them because Callie Cabaret, comment on the bottom what Callie's name is. Callie Cabello. Oh boy. See, I get in trouble.
Now we're in trouble.
Okay. I get in trouble for this all the time because you think this is bad. You ought to see on what happened to Las Vegas today. I've been told that my credibility as a reviewer is not as good because I don't know all these people. I said, right. Okay, if I was claiming to be an expert, then I'd go, you know what, you're right. Because I'm an expert, but I know what a good time is.
Yes.
I know what I enjoy these things. But John Petrucci, who is from Dream Theater, apparently I love this guy now. I'm a new fan. I'm downloading all his music. I'm listening to it. It's really good. What a awesome, effortless guitar player. I mean, he stands there and he's cranking, but like, you see how I went like that? He doesn't look like that.
No.
He looks comfortable, relaxed, and good. And there are sounds coming out of that guitar that's unbelievable.
Yes.
Well, I mispronounced his name. I got distracted when I'm out filming. It's live. People are walking past me.
Yes.
Some girl wearing something that she shouldn't have been wearing walked by, and I called him the wrong name.
Yes.
But
And you got called out on it too.
I'm still getting called out on it, but I'm good with that,
Yeah.
But that doesn't wreck my credibility as a reviewer.
No.
It just means I'm an idiot. So if you want to go have fun with a court jester, then go see the shows I'm talking about, because
That's right.
It's a lot of fun and do that. But yeah, so John Petrucci, very good. So if anybody,
sorry.
Don't get us in trouble that way.
Well,
But yeah, so go check him out, download some of his music, and the guy is great. I'm enjoying listening to his stuff now. But it's fun to discover new things. I mean, that's the whole point of me going out and seeing all these shows, is that I'm discovering new people. I just discovered a new group called the Skivvies.
Okay.
It's a guy and a girl. They're friends. They were touring around doing children's theater and songs for children's songs.
Okay.
And they want to put a band together, and they do mashups. So they'll do a mashup of a group of songs all about the same theme. Like if you've got a father in the audience.
Right.
Papa Don't Preach, and they'll switch into another song that has father in it. And they'll switch into another song that has father in it. And they'll just go through all the songs.
Got it. Yes.
The cool thing about it is they tell the story on stage is when they started, they were at her apartment, and they're like, okay, we got the song. What should we wear? Because we want to do a YouTube video.
Right.
And they're like, and Nick looks over at her, and she's running around in her underwear, and goes, why don't you just wear what you're wearing? And they're like, good idea. So her boyfriend yells out from the kitchen, yeah, you're going to do it in your underwear. You should call yourself the Skivvies. So they're like, okay, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
So it's not. But the cool part is they bring up local performers and have them sing like little sets with them and little songs.
Right.
So they'll talk about breakups or being in shape. They had one of the guys who plays on Broadway, Nick, come out and sing with them, and he's singing about food and the fact that he's in shape and doesn't eat food because he's in shape. I don't eat junk food.
Wait a minute. I'm confused.
Okay.
I eat food. I'm round. Round is a shape. So aren't I in shape?
You are in a shape. He was in shape. I was impressed. He's looking good. So motivated me to push me harder is what he did to get in that kind of shape. But so another group that I'd never heard of before, and now I'm a fan.
Cool.
And I'll put their link at the bottom for the Skivvies. You can go look at their videos and that and see what I'm talking about. But unbelievable, a lot of fun. That review will come up in a little bit. I love that mug. Just makes all your problems disappear, including this.
Oof.
But do you remember who all the James Bonds were?
Let's see.
Daniel Craig, right?
I was trying to go from the beginning. I want to say the first one was Roger Moore.
Okay, you could say that.
It may be wrong. There may have been somebody before him, but I'm going Roger Moore.
There was, but that's okay.
To Sean Connery.
Yeah. So what order did these guys come in? And I don't remember the order.
If you give me the names, I can remember the order, but I have trouble remembering.
Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Timothy Dalton, then Pierce Brosnan, then Daniel Craig.
Yeah, correct, right. But who was the original James Bond? No.
Somebody before Roger Moore?
No, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and I know this because I loved On Her Majesty's Secret Service. It wasn't called James Bond 007.
Correct.
It's called On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yes. Now I remember that movie. Who the heck was the actor? Oh, my. I should know this because I saw the movie.
George Lazenby.
Don't recognize the name.
George Lazenby. That's him.
Wow. Okay.
He's 78 years old right now.
Cool beans.
Yeah, and he's still going around. He goes around to comic shows and does autographs.
Oh, sure.
So very cool, right? He's Australian, but he's Australian.
Yes, but the average person cannot tell the difference.
Well, okay, so Australians are British.
Sort of. They were mostly Irish.
They are mostly prisoners.
Yes.
And they put him in Australia as a prison.
It was Irish penal colony.
Yeah. So he's Australian.
Which is why they were called the Black Irish.
Okay.
But look what they did. They turned it into a beautiful country that knows how to throw wooden sticks that come back.
That's very cool. Fetch. Okay, so what you're saying is Australian dogs are not smart enough to bring sticks. So
I was going to go there.
So you're insulting Australian dogs is what you're doing.
No. Here's what it is the owners were too lazy to do too much. So they, instead of walking the dog.
Now you're calling Australians lazy. Okay, there goes that whole half.
The original. Because they throw the stick.
The Aboriginals?
The dog, right. The dog would run after the stick, and then the stick would come all the way back, so it gave the dog exercise.
Yeah. That hole just got dug way too deep.
I know.
But
well.
Let's dig ourselves out of that hole and talk about fashion.
Oh.
Did you know
I like fashion.
Did you know I'm in fashion?
You are in fashion.
And now I now know a way not to confuse Prince Harry and Prince William.
Wait a minute. I know.
What?
Because Prince William isn't Harry.
Right. Prince William got a new haircut. He's gone to this.
Yes, only without the sides.
Well, yeah, he's gone to this everywhere. It's thin. Well,
right.
When I cut mine shorter, it's short, but it's not shaved. It's just very short.
Okay.
So he's not bald. It's just trimmed really tight. Like when I first cut my hair,
so he didn't do the polish. He did the fuzz.
So yeah, before it was longer, and he did comb it back, but you could definitely tell it was thinning.
Yes.
So now it's just when I do a haircut, maybe I'll do it. But he's definitely done it. So now Prince William is the bald one. I'm not bald. And Prince Harry
is still Harry.
He's got Harry. So I can tell them apart now.
Yay!
So I'm keeping up on my British royalty.
You are a royal watcher.
Yes, and I'm waiting for the wedding. Right? Are you waiting for the wedding?
Oh, wrong song.
Oh, that's Hail to the Chief.
Yeah. What's? Oh, they do cannon and D and stuff a lot over there, don't they?
They shoot a lot of cannons. Yes. Yeah. So now this will give us more with Harry and Meghan Markle.
Yes.
So Meghan Markle and Harry are, we're going to see that.
Cool beans.
So
and if they have a baby, that one won't be Harry either, or it might be Harry. You never know.
Well, it's Prince Harry. Prince Harry has Meghan Markle as a date, and Prince Williams is married to Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge. And
you are doing good.
I bet you didn't know I knew all that about the war.
Just so you know, when we come and visit you and Susie are going to have to spend the day on TV. She loves that stuff.
Oh, watching all that stuff.
Oh, my God, yes.
I can't watch it all day.
She watched the whole parade from beginning to end, the one that lasted like 4 hours.
Yeah. Well, Prince Charles is the Prince of Wales, and Queen Elizabeth is the Queen of England, so I do know that. But I think that's the whole family, right?
Possibly. I
think that's everybody.
Didn't understand how they learned how to speak to the whales. I thought only Dory knew how to do that.
Oh, what's Dory's line? Oh, I can't remember Dory's line. Oh, just keep swimming.
Yes.
Just keep swimming. That's it. That's terrible.
It works.
It works. So with that, just keep swimming. And thank you for watching our show.
And if you feel our show is not a wet, soggy...
I don't know where that was going. And after watching this show, you just definitely know this was a bad life decision.
Yes.
Then please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. I've plugged the heck out of it. So down there where it says show more, go down to what happened in Las Vegas today. Watch the G3 concert with Joe Satriani and John Petrucci. So you can see what I'm talking about, and make comments. Help me bail me out of everybody else that's laughing at me. But see Scott Thomas, and with that, we'll see you at the next show.
Have a good one.
Just get amazing.